the big batsman here of Kenya. He got out to a really sort of elementary error, should we say.
Hey, wicket.
First return of international cricket after many years. Rabanda back in the dugout. Score 7-1 Kenya.
Incoming batsman is Irfan Karim.
Yeah, we were talking about him, weren't we, Steve? He was saying that he's a very competent bat. Of course, wicket keeps also in Kenya and very tall. Some of the former Kenyan internationals, Karim.
Slightly away from you.
We had a chat.
As center. Center over one to play.
He's taken a bit of a hedge, could have playing down every ball in the wicket keeper. And is Irfan also batting lefty or?
Irfan bats left-handed.
Goes in the family, playing southpaw. What a delivery by Sompal Kami. He's fifth. Got one delivery left. He's got two slips. He'll cut the ball across the left-hander. Ball comes in.
Wow.
The umpire unmoved. The end of a brilliant over by Sompal. He was in for a six. Good wicket as well. 7-1.
Yeah, good comeback from Sompal. He hit for the six. Last ball was a good shout for KW, but looked a bit high.
Oh, look at Sompal. Boy, did he but yeah, we think it was a little high. And no more damage. But when you get a ball like that first up, maybe any batsman in the world, it can shake you up a bit.
Definitely, yeah. You know, you've got to be alert on the fast ball. Sometimes balls like will wake you up.
Well, that's like Irfan Karim is now fully awake. Nepal starting out well here in the first T20, striking the second over. And Garena shade unlucky not to strike in the first because he really bent his back. Slightly back a length, he gets puts a lot of shoulder into the deliveries. And no wonder he gets a lot of lift, carry through to the keeper. Also movement away from the right-hander. Colin Boya, batting on one, hasn't had much of the strike.
Simple can good log 6 खाने सुरु में यार माथले यार सुरु 6 खाने राखेको छ रले 6 हानेर आउट भछ
Deliberately stays it. There is a third man. Should be good for a single.
That's good from Collins. Just
नो इगर हो कोही नो इगर आदिले खेल्न मन भने समाचार आइरा था कि माछाले एक दुई गेम गुमाउने आइरा समाचार माछा खातेहरु
And now, Karan to the lefty, Irfan Karim. Now, of course, he does bring the ball away or push the ball away for the right hand.
ए ब्याक हो यो
ब्याक
मैले त तलतिरको गएको होला भनेको म त यस्तो हो यो फाड्ने खाले होला भनिरहेको उल्टो रहेछ आफूको मोबाइल
Just one that wasn't going anywhere but the stumps. Maybe he was a touch unlucky that it kept. Yeah, what if they were lower?
Yeah, and also I think, you know, error in judgment. Should have been a bowling, would have been playing maybe defensive.
Same ball.
धन्यवाद
Karan's keeping a really good line. I've got to admit, it's not easy adjusting to right and left. I mean, you might say that, you know, bowlers have been bowling it right-hander, left-hander for so long, they should be able to adjust. It's not easy. He's bowled two very good deliveries to Irfan here. It's tempting him outside the off-stump, but it looks like Irfan Karim is a batsman who likes also the longer form of game, because it's not easy to lead balls in T20 because of dot ball pressure can be a little tough to handle. Slip and gully. Yeah, he does bring the ball in on this occasion a little too straight. There's a short square leg, so no run. That was Rohit Kumar Paudel at square leg. The two fielders still behind square at the boundary, that is third man and fine leg. Know each other too well, Steve. So even field placings sometimes are so batsman-oriented. When you don't know, you tend to stay with the standard field.
What?
Left wants the run. Quick call. By the tall lefty Irfan Kareem. Colin Oboya was a little uncertain, but he responded well.
Yeah, that was a tight one there. But the good thing is when they decided to run, they went flat out. There was no hesitation, but chance for a run out there.
Now back to the right-hander, Colin Oboya. Kareem off. He's into the scoreboard now with that single. He's pretty keen to get to the other side, get on that scoreboard. Let's slip in the gully for Oboya. Ball comes in a shade. Well kept away by Oboya.
Nepal have really hit the good lines and lengths in the first 3 overs. They've not given anything away the power play.
को आयो नयाँ गर्न
Correct. Manoj Prabhakar is their coach. He's a very, very clever bowler. Not the quickest, but he could move the ball prodigiously, especially in the in-swing. Moved almost a foot and a half. If you didn't spot it in time, it would crash onto your stumps before you know what was going on. So I'm sure in the bowling department, he's worked very hard with the Nepal bowlers.
The 96 World Cup. And he really moved the ball, especially the in-swingers.
And that too in England. So, you know, where the ball moves pretty appreciably. Or 96, of course, was in India. The Wills World Cup, I remember, sorry. Went to 1999. Well done again. The ball coming in pretty sharply to the lefty. Oboya wanted that, but sent back by Kareem. Good decision because it was his call. Ball going to wide mid-on. Yeah, he had to rush to his left and put in a half dive. It was struck very firmly by Irfan Kareem. Ball coming into him just a bit. He'll have to watch out for what that falls away in case Sompal Kami has it, because now he's expecting it to come in. And yet there is a slip in the gully. So obviously Kami has the ability to take it away from the lefty as well. Oh, that's going to be 4, we think. Even though it's a slowish outfield, yes it is. Did he get a lot of bat or maybe just some glove? Yeah, some glove maybe on top of the bat. However, he will take it. Kami burring in line, going down leg to the lefty.
Slight bat. This is the first time we're seeing Sompa bowling probably a wrong line. He's been very disciplined up until now.
I wonder what Coach Manoj Prabhakar is saying in the dugout. Well, was a good delivery to the right-hander. Like this is an example of how difficult it gets. Oh, brilliant! Get back in. Garena left it, but I think Colin Oboya might go and tell him, listen, this is moving. Watch it, because already he shouldn't have. Came back really well, Steve.
It looks like Kareem didn't see that talking to Colin Oboya on the other end.
सुम्बल छ bowling
Surely wrote down, hey, watch it, don't leave it. And there was an indication where Kareem said, oh, was it? Okay, I'll be a little more careful. I still wonder why we have a slip in the gully, because he's got to be having the ability to move it away from the lefty. Again comes in, just about misses the outside edge. Kareem did shape up to play it. Just a defensive shot, he'll be lucky he did edge it.
That one looks like it just straightened. Sometimes when the bowler moves the ball in, and they have the ability to have the one that straightens on the batsman.
4 ओभरमा 14 रन ठीक के हान्यो भने
Well, testing times for the Kenyan openers. Well, one opener's back in the dugout for the top order batsman of Kenya. Colin Oboya hasn't done much yet. Hasn't had much of the strike too. While Garena, courtesy of the boundary earlier in the over, is on 6 now. 5. Comes in up the air, through the gap of the offside. Will they take 2 for it? They have the opportunity. Oh, Steve, I'm a little disappointed. There was the opportunity for 2 there.
Yeah, there was also good fielding on the boundary there. The fielder took off pretty quickly. And I think that created a doubt in the It's on Karim's mind.
I'm going to be a little harsh and say that the 2 was on, but the runs are not coming quickly enough anyway. You've got to maximize it. I've just come in from the Karnataka League and there was Manish Pandey there, captain of one of the teams. How well he runs between the wickets. Wow, one of the best in the world. Whoa, moves away from the right-hander. Collins Samoya, terrific delivery. And that's the end of another wonderful over. They give that one out, Kenya, 15 for 1.
गयो यो दियो क्या हो दिनु क्या हो आउट दियो न समा खाने चार ओभर 15 मिनेटमा
Here we are again. I think Karan will be given a third, which is a little unusual. T20 is normally an over to the other side of the ball, or at least give him another over now because he has bowled rather well.
Yeah, he has bowled well, and I think that's the thought process behind it. The captain to keep him going.
Yeah, turns it very well. There is a deep fine. Just went with the movement. Did Irfan Karim. Looks like a good bat. Has a nice, sensible head on his shoulders. Doesn't seem to panic. Likes the defensive. Maybe he's a good red ball player, long form player as well.
Yeah, he does well in the 50 over format, and obviously the first class games he has played. He looks to occupy the crease more.
Yeah, sadly, T20s doesn't allow you to do too much of that. You got to push it along as quickly as possible. Now, Collins Zaboya, still a slip for him, slightly wide, and a gully backward point. Oh, big swing and a miss by Collins Zaboya, which shows you, Steve, that there is beginning to be some pressure, all those dot balls.
Yeah, pressure with this is the 5th over going on, and Kenya only on 16 for 1. They'll definitely now look to up the tempo.
And remember, with this being, what, the 5th over now, there's only one more over after this in the power play, and then there'll be much more cover on the boundary. 5 fielders right now. You can get away with a big edge, a loose shot, as long as you clear the infield. So that may be in Collins Zaboya's mind that I'm going to try and go big. Oh, beautiful movement. Squaring up Collins Zaboya. Shaped up to play. Ball moved away, and Zaboya very fortunate not to get an edge.
Beautiful ball from Karan there. He's been doing it for the last 2-3 overs.
Very consistently.
The consistency, yeah.
Well, obviously Karan likes bowling to right-handers because he's right on top of his game. Against the lefty, he did try and cut it across the lefty a couple of times, then moved it in and got clipped for an easy run. Against the right-handers, oh boy, he's been tough. Now that gully has been moved away. I think Sandeep Lamichhane says if he's trying to go big, then we should have a slightly more spread out field. Only a slip now. Again, he can't connect, and again a terrific delivery back of the length. Great bounce, carry to the keeper. Oh, so lucky he didn't get an edge to that because he was only playing a defensive shot. Steve, you've got to appreciate what you're seeing here in terms of medium fast bowling. Karan's really turning it on.
Yeah, definitely. They've done well from both ends and, building that pressure.
Asif Sheikh, the keeper of Nepal, will always be interested. He's been oohing and eyeing for quite a while now because so many deliveries have gone so close to the outside edge. Last bowler, no, 2 more in the over. Big shot onto the mid-wicket area, and it goes over the boundary line for a magnificent 6. Just slightly straighter. Collins Zaboya said, I think I'll help myself here. Brilliant. And just over the man, who, by the way, was a deep square, so he could have got a hand to it, but it went sailing over into the Kenyan dugout for a magnificent 6.
Yeah, that's a good shot from Collins Zaboya. he's been itching to go for the big shot, and he does that
Oh, by the
goes
way,
successfully over deep mid wicket.
Yeah, well, 5 or 7 yards over the boundary line. Tries to go big again, big appeal. The ball didn't come in the shade. The umpire suggesting might have gone down leg. Good comeback by Karan. But at the end of the 5th over, it's 21 for 1.
छक्का हाने यार
5 overs gone, Kenya 21 for 1. Collins and Karim looking to up the tempo in the power play. We've got 1 more over in the power play to go.
Karan KC, well bowled. And that's just the bowling, he's got 1 over left. But Steve, let me assure you, he can hit the ball pretty big. Maybe a little bigger than what Collins has done right now and under before him. But that's, of course, much later. I wonder how these two are feeling after that 1-6. I'm sure Collins is feeling a lot better about himself, but missed the next ball. So, you've got to be a little careful. Bowling change from the commentary end. What end should we call this, Steve?
This is the city end.
City end. From the city end, we've got a bowling change. This is down leg, clipped away. Fine leg was inside the circle. That's a very welcome boundary. That first ball wasn't too clever. Down leg to the lefty. Easy. All he had to do was put some bat in it. The boundary was there to be taken.
Good shot there from Karim. Just turned it round the corner for a boundary.
Alam, right on medium fast, so does that bit. Now he's changing his line. Ball over the wicket, the first ball. And line way down leg. Now round for Mohammad Adil Alam. Again drifting down leg and just playing with the angle. Well, played that. Nice still head. Minimum movement, just a little tickle down leg, brilliant.
Yeah, he is, like we said earlier on, he's a very compact batsman. And that is how he scores his runs, attached player.
Really pleasing shot, of course. The fine leg is inside the circle, so if you beat him even 5-7 feet to either side, with the faster bowler's bowling is going to go for a boundary, he still has the fine leg in. He'd better bowl outside the off pretty quickly now. Good adjustment to length.
Yeah, good comeback there by Mohammad Adil.
Offline, I beg your pardon. Defender Singh Irie at backward point. Well, we'll have to presume that he's one of the better fielders of Nepal, because that is the position very often, particularly of the medium facers. Again, drifting down leg, Adil. There is a deep square, so that'll be only 1, but again, very well played. Well, Adil Alam doesn't seem to be pretty quick, so he'll have to be very careful about his line and length, otherwise the Kenyan batsmen are likely to pick him for many runs. Already gone for 9. We've got Collins Abuya now on strike after that single, so Adil shifts back to over the wicket. This, I suspect, might be better because I think he likes bowling with right-handers, trying to move it away. No slip, though. There's a deep third. Yeah, there you go. Movement, but in the gap. And that will allow the boundary. Collins Abuya just met the ball with very good timing. Didn't overplay it, found the gap. There's another boundary for Kenya.
Just another good shot by Collins. Just blessed it into the gap. Very good use of his hands.
This is proving to be a really good over for Kenya. Remember, this is the last in the power play. In fact, one ball left for the end of power play. And Adil Alam has not bowled with any distinction. His lines been off. Straight up. And long, well, mid-off is getting underneath it. Should take it easily. Well done. Yanendra Malla got underneath. That to the end of Collins Aboya. Just a touch of desperation. Maybe he thought it's the last ball of power play. Let me try and get away with the big shot. He couldn't. Skied it. And mid-off came very handsomely under that ball. Easy catch.
Yeah, Kenya lose their second wicket. Collins Aboya looking to go big in the last ball of the power play overs. Only managing to play it around the 30 yards and getting caught. Kenya 34 for 2 after 6 overs.
Patel आया Patel. कौन हो तुम लोग अब संदीप चोर आयो
Power play is up. And Kenya scored 34 for 2. They will have to amend that graphic as soon as we can. 34 for 2. Their openers now gone. And the opening partner gone for me too. Steve Ticolo no longer with me. Kennedy, oh, you're here with me. Kennedy, your younger brother, tried to hit big. Unfortunately, couldn't clear the infield. Such an important point because that's the key. Big cricket returns to Kenya, returns to Nairobi, returns to the Nairobi Gymkhana. I'm really pleased to be here. I'm Charu Sharma in the company now of Kennedy Aboya. I have lost 2 wickets, and you're right, there's a little bit of moisture still because of overcast conditions, not drying out quickly enough. It's such an art, pitch making. Get to that later. We have a change. Down leg, wild the first ball to begin with. Boy, Asif's had a lot of work to do. The Nepal keeper. Of course, Karan bowled 3 fabulous overs, but this first delivery, not too pleasing for Nepal.
को भी है भन्ने मलाई फेरि
Oh, better come back. He wants the single, but I think Kareem's a very sensible player. Sends Patel back. No run there at all, but you can sense that Patel wants that first run quickly, to get on the scoreboard, get rid of the nerves. I was talking to Steve earlier, and whatever you say, there are always nerves when big cricket returns. However much cricket you may have been playing, this is an international one. You want to be careful. Wild again outside off this time. He's having a really tough time. Vivek Kumar Yadav, one down leg, way down leg, and one well outside off. 2 wides already in the over. Slightly wide by Yadav so far. He bowls well, just to the right of mid-off. That will go for a handsome boundary. Got plenty of bat on that. And he'll be so happy that he's off with the boundary. Middle of the bat, always nice to hear that sound.
What a start. Beautiful start from Patel. He's quite an experienced player. He's quite an explosive batsman. He can really go after it, yeah? And what a start for him. For Kenya, we hope that he gets a big one. If he gets a big one, we'll definitely win the game.
What does Yadav come back with? Outside off, spanked away. Of course, there is a... But again, he got the middle of the bat. And you're right, it may be holding up just a shade. He couldn't find very good timing on that square cut. But that off drive was magnificent, even though it was up in the air for a while, but safe to the left.
Yeah, after boundary we always say as a bit single. Once you get a single, you're definitely in the game. So let him keep on betting and get a boundary, get a single and rotate the strike. And left-hander, right-hander is always a big headache for bowlers. It always brings that dynamic of the bowler not knowing where to land it well.
Yep, we made that point. I agree completely. Oh, handsome. Oh, brilliantly fielded. What a fabulous shot. Great fielding. Good cricket. Wonderful to see here at the Nairobi Gymkhana.
Good all-round cricket. Good shot. Good piece of fielding. Yeah, Irfan Karim is he's not a big hitter, but he's a good timer. He times it well, and that's why he's betting up the order.
Bawan Saraf. Fabulously done. Diving to his right. And I'm not suggesting that could be a boundary because there is a cover sweeper, but he saved a few runs for sure. Very defensively played. I like Irfan Karim. Seems to be a man in no hurry. I was talking to Steve Nicole earlier. He did mention that he likes to build an innings, much more a long form player. But even here, I mean, in T20s, if you play good shots along the ground, you can get plenty of money.
So if you're a Kenyan, stay and watch. Things may turn around. You still go to bet and you still go to ball. It's still a long way to come.
Or even if you're watching in Nepal, stay and watch because your team started out pretty well, taking 2 wickets. Wonderful atmosphere here in Nairobi, I've got to admit. By the way, we are at over 5,500 feet, which is remarkable. I think it must be one of the highest international grounds. I can't remember anyone higher. Joburg and Pretoria are pretty high, about 5,000. But this is 5,500, so we are talking about the ball potentially flying just a little quicker in the air when it's hit well.
And talking about him being hit well, change of bowling from my side, which is the hand, and Sandeep is bowling. Is it an off-spinner?
Sandeep is one of the finest, cleverest leggies in the world. He finds place in some of the biggest leagues, IPL for instance. Every once in a while, of course, he may give a few runs because wrist spinners are always, you know how it is, difficult to land the ball, but he's their premier leg spinner and, of course, the skipper of Nepal from the commentary end. Oh! Brilliant! Where did that sneak through? It was a wrong one. I have to say, Patel, no clue. How did it miss? Even Sandeep Lamachan is saying, how did that miss?
Is the biking by or runs? That's what I want to see. Let's see where it goes. There it goes, okay. It didn't pick it completely. Good in. It's an inner range. It's an inner range. Or Camp, you deserve the runs. You got it. It's all yours.
Again, the wrong one. And given. Not very often to get that decision on the front foot. Maybe he was doing too much, but it's now too late. One inside edge by Rakib Patel. The next one again a googly. Patel did not read that, to be fair, and got wrapped in the pads. Taking a big step forward, though. Here it is again.
Yeah, there you go. I think it's quite hard because I think it's going down leg. If you look at where the ball has landed, yeah. But anyway, who are we? We don't have to say. The guy in the middle has got all the say.
Yeah, well, what a shame, though, because he was shaping up well. That nice boundary on the outside. Patel back in the pavilion in Kenya, 45 for 3.
And incoming batsman is Nelson. Nelson's a good striker of the ball, a good all-rounder. If you look at all over the world, the T20s have been made by all-rounders. All-rounders have really dominated a lot. You can't only be a bowler. It's very rare for you to only be one-sided player in this modern cricket.
Well, you make a good point. All-rounders, of course, find huge premium in the leagues around the world, the T20 leagues particularly, or white ball cricket, should we say. Particularly, and I feel there isn't enough respect for a spinning or wicket-keeping all-rounder, which is also an all-round job. People keep saying, oh, fast bowling all-rounder, that's the key. And I suppose, they are, and they command the biggest premium, the medium-fast bowlers who can also bag quite a bit.
Yeah, makes sense. Talk about bowling, if they must have picked him up. He's bowling all googlies. There you go again. They're all googly. So I think if you're a batsman, that is something that you must work on. Stand a little bit on your leg stump, yeah? Let him bowl. Play him like an in-swinger. So the ball which goes away will not affect you at all. If you play him as an in-swinger, because they'll all be drifting into you.
The ball that does go away, he does bowl the leggy. He has a slip for the outside edge. Clever bowler, Sandeep. Again, very firmly struck, confidently struck by Nelson Odhiambo. Honestly, he's a confident young bat. How old is he?
He must be about on his about 28, 30, but a good all-rounder.
Sandeep Lamichhane for the lefty elects to go round the wicket. He's already got a wicket for his trouble so far. One inside edge for 4, the first one. Next one a wicket. We think he was a little lucky because it was, to my mind, missing leg. But we don't take the decisions here. And we have the benefit of replays, of course, which is a big one. Round the wicket, Lamichhane. Oh, short. Be very disappointed.
Yeah, and that's what I found is a challenge. They're finding it hard to bowl the left-hander. I look at when it's open, the two opening bowlers were drifting into the left-hander. So the right-handers that they're bowling very well, the left-handers they're all struggling. So I think if if one stays in and give the right-hander a chance to take the strike or get boundaries.
You make a good point. Let's see what Odhiambo can do here. Last ball of the over. Well left, read that well. It was a genuine leggy, not too much spin. Randeep Lamichhane, the skipper, ends his first over. Kenya 47 for 3.
And I repeat again, we are back, and it's back to being Nairobi, especially cricket being in Turkana and Nepal. Thanks to Nepal Cricket Board for letting us have these beautiful, beautiful matches that we work. It's going to be 5 T20s and 3 one-dayers, so don't leave anywhere. If you're outside Nairobi, this is the place to be. If you're in Nepal, stick to your TV. It's going to be quite interesting. And because it's the first game, we don't know how the wickets are going to play, we don't know how the players are going to play. They're both nerves, the conditions may change. In this time of the year, it's normally very hot. It's quite unlikely that you'll find this kind of weather.
Well, you can afford me because it's pretty cool. Of course, it's overcast. A bit of a breeze blowing from the east to the west as well. As we get another bowling change, I don't think Yadav did very well that last over, so he's been taken away. We have more spin now. Irie comes in. Dipender Singh Irie. Yeah, off spinner and a decent right arm bat. He's coming round the wicket straight away to the lefty. Let's see how he does. Yeah, just a lead there for Irfan Kareem. Very careful batsman says, what does he do? Does he spin much? Let me take a look. Luckily he had plenty of distance away from the outside to let that go.
Oh yeah, that's where it gets tricky. These days, T20, you can't afford more dot balls. We can't leave them. Get contact.
Took the words out of my mouth. That's a one's okay, not the second. Here, just his line. Balls to leg, will they take the two? Square leg comes racing in, there's a bit of a wobble and enough time for an easy two. Good decision, well played. It was angling in, of course, just had to turn it a bit with the wrist.
That's good, good piece of placing from Irfan Kareem. He can nudge it around. It's the other side to try and accelerate. When it gets to his second gear, third gear, it will be very interesting. But he's a good, he plays long, and that's the most important. So if you can get one person on the other side who can do that, make a big difference.
Irie tosses it up. A sharp no. More by Kareem than Odhiambo was happy to take off. It's been a reasonably quiet over, but you make a good point about the gears, and I'm looking forward to see the gears that Kareem has. Beautifully struck in the gap. There is a long off racing to his right. Comes in with the dive and the tumble. Brilliant to see. They've obviously trained really well, the Nepalese team, in terms of fielding. Look forward to seeing how the Kenyans field later on, but that was a good exhibition. Time for them, of course, to take 2.
And that's a good 2-run ride. It should have been 3. That's very poor running in between the wickets. Run a little bit harder. It's 2020. Put some energy behind it.
Yeah, because of the tumble, I suppose they had the time.
And talk about the tumble, that's the end of the 8th over, and the score is 51-3. But when you talk about the game, I don't know. What is that? What do you think would be a good target on this surface?
Well, they were talking about 180, 150. So we'll have to see. Again, well ball right on the mark. Single is taken after some hesitation. The throw wasn't good enough, but I think it needed to come to the non-strikers because it was Odhiambo was struggling, started late.
Good call from him. Fine, it just took off. Odhiambo was thinking twice, but him it just took off. Talking about the score now, I don't know whether we should talk about. We're looking about from where they are. The moment 63. Let's see if we got 10 overs. Can you double it? I doubt it.
Well, it's 51 right now, isn't it? So, yeah, I would suggest that nothing less than 120. They've got plenty of wickets still. I don't know what's the ability of the batsman to come, but 120, 125 at the very least. Oh! Drives outside off, tricked once again. Kareem flirting with that. Well outside the off stump. Bowling round the wickets, Sandeep Lamichhane.
And that's the area that is supposed to bowl to a left-hander. I think that's why he plays in the top league. Okay.
Very, very clever bowler. Kareem properly respectful, except that I know Kennedy's going to say, hey, listen, you got to make a move on too. It's T20. So I'm waiting for that second gear still, leave alone the 4th or 5th gear.
He has to get into the second gear. Sandeep has changed his action again. He's come now over again to where he started from.
Yeah, big gap on the leg side. They should take 2. They could take 2. Man from mid-wicket comes racing in. Better to be safe. That's Pal Kami, who bowled so well at the top. Racing in from deep mid-wicket. He had about 40 yards to make. 35 at any rate. He ran in quickly, being a fast bowler, and they took only 1. Another good over by Sandeep Lamichhane. The previous one, a wicket taking over. Tossed up. Oh, Sandeep really should have fielded that. I know it's only going to go for 1 to long off. Should have gotten down on that ball quicker.
And that's a big challenge. I think that they are trying to play more sensible and very careful. And anywhere in the world, if you're a top batsman or top bowler, you play the ball, you don't play the name. Please play the ball. If there's a ball to hit, you got to hit it.
Good point. Tossed up again, big gap on the leg side. Nobody on the infield there. Again, Kami will make sure that's only 1. So another very tight over for Nepal. Their skipper bowling this. With at the halfway stage, Kenya are not exactly motoring. They're 55-3.
If you look at the columns of the wicket, it's 3 wickets. And those are the 3 big hitters who have come out. Collins Obuya, Rakib Patel and Alex Obana. They're the main big hitters. So unless Mandela accelerates in the middle, it's going to be looking like a 120 score. But if somebody changes his gears very well, we may have to about 140.
Possible. If you talk about, say, 8 to 10 runs and over, which is very often done. Again, on the opposite side, tossed up, they won the single no. It's all up to Irfan Kareem. I haven't seen a single shot in anger, in aggression. Maybe a couple of pleasing cover drives, but nothing more from Irfan Kareem so far. Well, he must possess those shots, surely. I was talking about those pleasing off drives, but they'll fetch you 1 or 2 max in T20 cricket.
Very, very well said. It's something that I think if you ask Steve, was coached so many players. He's got so many players in so many countries. You got to have a sweep shot to make use of the crease. So you got to step out and train it over the top, or you got to play the sweep shot. Those two shots are very, very, very crucial when you're playing spin.
Well, it is the right arm off spin to now. Right-hander Odhiambo. Good time for him to show us he's got a big shot in his arsenal. Yeah, that was short from length.
Against a single. His ones, they're not bad, but they would not really push the run rate higher. Push the run rate a little bit higher. You're only for 3. You're only for 3 at the moment.
Well, I'm not going to be critical of Nelson Odhiambo. He's just come in, so he might spend a little more time just trying to find the right ball to hit, but Irfan Karim's been there for quite a while now. He's got to go bigger. Can't play these forward defensives now. Time is beginning to run out, Kennedy.
And that's exactly what I was saying, Sharon. You got to play the sweep shot or make use of the crease. So step out a little bit, make use of your feet. Get a single or play on top or sweep. Try and get a boundary somewhere.
Cuts pretty sharply, but there is cover there by the boundary. You play some really good shots, you get only a single anyway. That's how cruel the game is. That was a good shot though.
Sometimes it's a good shot for nothing. Rather get a single. Talking about playing and watching, we used to have one good, very, very good coach, Sandeep Patel. We used to tell you hit, but watch. You don't know that hit or watch.
Sandy, yeah, good friend of ours. He was here in Kenya for quite a while. Odhiambo displays it away to short third. Good over by Dipender Singh Irie. Only 3 of it. 58 for 3 Kenya after 11.
Can we go 8 runs and over from here, Sharon?